Hey everyone, this is Miko from the Permit Empire, and I want to thank you all so very much for stopping in to view this video. I also want to take a moment to thank each and every one of you who have previously viewed, have liked, commented, or subscribed to my channel. And I ask that if you have not done any of those things thus far, that you go ahead and feel free to do so today. So let's go ahead and get into today's topic. I wanted to do this video regarding the way I obtained my first 3 clients. Now, each of them came to me a little bit differently, so I wanted to talk about it because I've been able to duplicate that and obtain other clients as well from the same methods. So I figured it might be a little bit helpful to you who are watching, and maybe, to give you a little insight as to what you need to do or what you want to do as it pertains to marketing your services and reaching out to contractors. So the first way I received my first client, he was actually an existing client, right? So here's the thing. When I first got into the business, I talked about it in another video. I really was an insurance agent, and my first client, I did his commercial insurance policy. Now, I knew after having a conversation with him that he was having a little bit of troubles doing his permits, right? His permit clerk, he had an in-house permit clerk or permit runner, and he didn't show up for work, and he just really was not, he wasn't reliable. So we were talking, and he kind of just brought that up to me. And now I had done permits before some years back, right? But I did it before for a couple of people just as a favor. They paid me for it, but it wasn't something that I did seriously. So I told him, hey, listen, I've done this before. I could go ahead and help you out. We sat down right then, negotiated a price, what he would pay, what I'd be compensated for this service. And I went ahead and came by. I picked up a couple permits, and I ran those permits. Now, he has been my client ever since. His his in-house permit runner, it did not work out between them. And so he still needed my assistance to run his permits. And he has been my client ever since. And he is my first client. So that was one way to obtain a new client. Reach out to your existing clients. Maybe they know someone who needs your service. Maybe they need your service. There's no telling, but one way to do that is reach out to them. Find out if possibly, they need someone. Let them know that, hey, I'm doing this service now. If you need someone or you know someone who needs someone, let them know I'm available. It does work. I've done that a couple times, so I know it does work, right? So my second client, how I obtained my second client. Now, after I got the first client, I was feeling a little bit good. I was like, yeah, okay, so this is working. I'm adding some additional income. I said, you know what? Maybe other people need this service. So what did I do? I went right to my social media pages, and I started posting about doing the permit running service. And I started posting more regularly about it, because before, everything I was posting was for the most part about insurance. So now I started uploading those post talking about the permit running service. And someone reached out to me. Someone sent me a DM one day and just asked me, hey, do you do this type of permit? I said, sure, I do this type of permit. And they said, okay. So they messaged me back, well, we have 3 permits. We need these run. What fee? What's your fee? What do you charge for this service? So after a little bit of a communication between the two of us, we sat down, we negotiated a fee. We didn't sit down in person. We did this actually through the DM, through the message, and negotiated a fee, and exchanged phone numbers at that point, and then we spoke to each other. He arranged for me to come by and pick up those permits. I came by to pick up those permits, and he has been my client ever since. He's a smaller operation, but he has consistent work. So each week he gives me new permits. He's been my client ever since. Now, this also has worked again on another client, the same operation. I keep posting, I keep updating my social media to reflect this service that I provide. And especially because some of my social media, what I'm posting is actually me running the permit for other people. So, once another contractor sees that, he's like, oh, okay, I can relate to, okay, this is what I need. This is what I need. This service is something that I need. And again, it works. I've done this again. I've gotten other clients the same way. So it works. So let's get to the last one. The third way I obtained my third client. Okay, so now I'm getting going. I have everything going. I've already got client number 1. I've got client number 2. I'm at the building department submitting permits for basically client number 1. I'm at the building department submitting permits, and there is a contractor also there submitting permits. Now he's had some problems. He does have a permit runner, but his permit runner couldn't answer a couple of the questions that had been asked of him, so he had to come in. Apparently his permit runner came in the day before. It's actually a family member of his, or a close family friend of his. He had him running his permits and he couldn't answer questions. Apparently this had been going on, a lot more than he wanted. So the contractor, who is actually very involved in his project, he's usually on site at his projects physically doing work. So he had to stop and he came into the building department. So he's sitting with the permit clerk and, he's getting all his paperwork together. Now I am there and I have on my shirt that has all of my company information on it. It has that I'm, running permits, that I offer the permit running service. On the back of my shirt, it's on there with my phone number, with my business name. That service is there. I also have my magnet on my car as well, showing that this is a service I offer. So he happened to see me and he's just stopped and he asked, so you run permits? Because he can see it on my shirt. He's asking me, so you run permits? He's like, so is this the area that you also run permits in? I said, absolutely. So he sat down with me right in the building department. We sat down and we talked about what it is that he needs. This is also how I found out that he's having a problem, because he went ahead and told me all of this information then. We sat down right there and we discussed a fee for me running his permits. We talked about the arrangements, and from that day forward, he has been my client. This has also worked again for other clients. Once they see how you're branded, they see that you're there, people will talk to you. Contractors will actually come up to you and talk to you. I have been approached by contractors at the gas station because I wear my shirt all day. Like not if I'm going out, hanging out or something, but for the most part, I have my shirt on throughout the whole day, right? So if you see me, you'll see what services I provide. My magnet is also on my car. I'm branded. You can see what it is I provide. Like I said, I've been at the gas station and I've met potential clients. I have been in the grocery store and I have also, met potential clients. This has been a really big way for me to meet new people just by what services I've listed on my shirt. I was in the building department one day submitting a permit, and I looked back and I saw someone staring at me. And he said to me, once I looked back, he goes, I just took a picture of your shirt. I'm going to call you later, okay? I said, absolutely. So once again, that's another way that really does work. I've seen it work for myself and I've done that multiple times. So just to reiterate, definitely reach out to your existing clients. You never know if they need your service, or maybe they even know someone who needs your service. So reach out to your clients. Let them know, hey, this is something I am now offering. Even if you have their email addresses, send out a mass email to your existing clients, letting them know, hey, I'm a notary. I also offer permitting services and whatever other services you do offer. This is a good way to just, let them know that I do different services. So yes, I've seen that work. Number 2, do not neglect your social media accounts. Don't neglect your social media accounts. Post each week. For me, posting is not always an easy thing because it's something that I can forget about. It's not always on the forefront of my mind. So I make a conscious effort, even if I have to sit down and just sometimes schedule out my posts. You really should be posting about your services. If this is a service that you offer, post it on social media. You never know who's watching, and it works, okay? Also, make sure that other people can see what it is you do. Like I said, even besides my shirt that I have on that has all my information on the back of it, even besides that, I have the magnets on my car. When I pulled up at the gas station and I met a new client, he saw the magnets that were on my car. That's actually what he saw. So like I said, be branded. Make sure that people who see you, for the most part, they can tell what it is you do. I'm not saying that, hey, you're going to church on Sunday and you got your, this business shirt on. No. But Monday through Friday, if this is in the course of your workday, make sure that your magnet is on your car. Make sure you have the information on your shirt or a badge, some way that people can see what services you provide, because it works. So I hope this video was helpful. I hope it provided a little insight as to how you can approach clients, or how you can be seen by clients as well. So if you have any questions or comments, definitely feel free to post them in the comments, because I definitely respond. I definitely comment back. And I look forward to chit-chatting with you in the comments.